March 13th, 2020, we were in school and my students were doing presentations and we leave that day. So I don't know if you remember, there was going to be like the two-week shutdown. We'll see how things are in 2 weeks. And that turned into, I didn't see was teaching eighth graders. I didn't see those eighth graders again the rest of the school year. We weren't in school for a single day after that day. Now, going back to that, I was super fortunate. I had a student teacher that year. And the funny thing is, in Pennsylvania, you're required to do student teaching to become a teacher, but no teacher is required to take or have a student teacher. And I had never had one. And I'd always been a little hesitant to give up that classroom control. So my principal came to me in the fall, would you like a student teacher? I'm like, okay. And I lucked out. She was outstanding. She went to Penn State Harrisburg. She won like social studies student teacher of the year. So when we went virtual, she was very technologically advanced, kind of like yourself, Mike, very much so. So we had to post 3 assignments. You could put them all out on Monday. You could put them out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and that was it. There was no live. There was no Google Meet. There was nothing like that. And I know there was a lot of teachers that really impacted them. They didn't see their students' faces at all. Now, in Pennsylvania, in New York, I should say, in Red Lion, we went back the next year. We were in the classroom to start the fall of 2020. Students could take virtual days. They didn't have to come to school at all. Teachers needed to post the lesson, the assignments. I would put about 5-minute screencast, what we were doing that day, every day. So if a student was absent, they were still expected to do the assignments. And I know that was a struggle. That year, I guess those students will be going into 11th grade now. I think those students struggled the most because we were still, unsure of how the school year was going to go. So the attendance was down. Students could come a couple days a week and be home a few days a week if they wanted to. So I think we lost a lot of connections with students that year. And I know that was tough on teachers as well because everybody was masked up. Students stayed in one classroom all day. The only time they left that room was to go get their lunch or to go to gym class. Teachers rotated to these pods that we had set up. The desks were spaced out in the classrooms. It was a difficult teaching year. And I think that's the year, the first year back was the year that a lot of teachers thought, if this is what education is going to be like, maybe I look for another job.
Right. And so did you, all the reports nationwide that there's this exodus, is that what you saw locally in the profession?
At my school, it wasn't so much. There were teachers that went to other teaching jobs, but I didn't see teachers go to other careers as much as I had read or seen nationally. So we were fortunate that way.